Welcome back everybody. Today we're going to be going through Tealstreet Trading Terminal, how to install it, how to set it up, and some basics to get you started. If you head over to Tealstreet.io, we'll bring you to their homepage. At the top here you can see download. We click that, and for myself it'll be Windows. We're going to quickly install that. Once the download is completed, if you head over to your downloads tab in your file explorer, you'll find the setup file. If you just go ahead and run that, we're going to run through the setup process. Now the install is completed, we're just going to go ahead and run Tealstreet v3. If you don't have an account, you'll need to set yourself an account up. Now we're signed in, we have to connect our exchange we're using, which in my case is Bybit, to Tealstreet. In order to do that, if you click Add API Key in the top left, I'll be using Bybit. The name of the account is Bybit 1 to 10k. Color doesn't really make a difference, and then the API key and API key secret will be from Bybit. If you head over to Bybit and click API, we then want to create a new key. We want a system generated API key, connect to a third-party application. Within here you can find Tealstreet. We need to give read-write permissions. It is important we only tick orders and positions, then submit. Now we have this window open, we need to copy our API key into Tealstreet along with our API secret. We also need to tick the use Tealstreet IPs and then click add. Now my Bybit account is connected to Tealstreet. I'm going to go ahead and tidy up the dashboard to make it easy to use. I'm going to run through this and we'll come back to explain what each section does and how we use it. So this is how I like to have my dashboard set up. Of course everybody's different, but this is just how I like to have it. I'm just going to make this slightly bigger to get the full picture in. So number one here, we've got the chart. We've got the section of how we place orders. We've got open positions, open orders, and the screener. Now getting to the more exciting part, we're going to enter a market long on BTC. We're going to set a stop loss of 101,000. We're going to set a TP of 105,000. Down here in the risk percent, this is the total percent of risk you're willing to risk per trade. So we're going to set that as 1%. So as you can see, we've got a $3,000 account here. We're going to preview the trade. So it's a 1 hour trade and the risk is 1%. And there we go, the risk is $31. So we're going to click market buy. Now we're in the trade, we've got multiple options. If you want to move your stop loss, you can simply just drag it down below that low, for example, and you can see the P&L is now negative $56. Same for the take profit. There we go, a P&L of $107. If you want to cancel an order, you can click the cross here. If you'd like to set TPs, you can tick the reduce here. So you want to reduce limit sell. We can drag the scale to 50% and we can set the price of 104,000 and limit sell. There we go, there's a limit sell there for 50% of the position. If you want to set another 50%, we can change it to 106,000 and click limit sell. Here we get a profit of plus $8 and a P&L of $24 here, or you can cancel the orders. If you want to close the position, just click close down here. Now for my favourite part of Tealstreet, which is scaled bids. If you DCA into your positions, I really recommend using this and spending some time to look into it. And we're going to set an upper limit of 103,000 and a lower limit of 101,000 with a total of 3 bids. I always prefer heavier bids at the bottom to get ourselves a better entry, so we're going to scale that like that. Price distribution, I like to have the limits evenly set. We're going to scroll down, we're going to set a take profit of 120,000, a stop loss of 99,000, and a total risk of 2%. We're going to preview our trade as the TP and we're going to buy. Now we're in the trade, the same rules apply as the market entry. We can cancel our TPs, we can cancel our limits or move them around and move on to the next steps of using Tealstreet. Next up, we're going to take a look at the crypto screener. Sometimes I like to long negative funding coins, so we can sort the screener by negative funding. Here we go, here's what negative funding gives you a short list of what coins. You can simply click on the chart, do your analysis on Tealstreet and place the limits or market entry as we've discussed previously. There are tons more modules available. If you would like to add them, you can click the 4 squares up in the top right, have a scroll through and see what you'd like to add. There we have the install, the setup and the basic use of Tealstreet. If you would like further information, feel free to ask myself, Mouse, or any other mods inside Wealthgroup for further information. Enjoy.